Morning. Just came back from a quick jog, quick run. So today's Sunday. Just wanted to briefly talk about that night shift and what I learned. And so first off, day one was fair. Day two was hard. I was falling asleep. But day three was easy. Night three. Night three was already easy because I slept until 2 o'clock in the morning. Had to go downstairs and pay $80 to the hotel. Where are we looking? Where's the camera? Oh, sorry. I was looking to the left side of the screen, whereas the camera is on the right. Sorry about that. And so I had to go downstairs to the hotel. So I lost $80 Canadian, of course, because my shift starts at 7, so I can leave at 6. So what are you gonna do? Like 4 or 5 hours, or roam around town, go watch a movie. So they said 2 o'clock would be for free if I could just check out immediately after I woke up. They would not charge me, but they said if you need to stay until like 6 or 7, you'll have to pay. And so I went downstairs and they reprogrammed my keys. I paid $80 and I went to grab a lunch, pack some food for the night. By the way, discovered that Friesen Brothers, what a nice grocery store, because they have a buffet, kind of like a salad buffet, but like lots of trays in there, and so you can create your own salad with veggies, fruits, and then there's already cooked meat, except of course it's cold, like chicken and some nut seeds, you can sprinkle. But the best part is that they had cold crab already cooked, crab, which costs a fortune if you go to a restaurant. And so I made myself a salad, veggies and lots of crab, and then you just pay by weight. I think that big plate, like a dish with a cover, I think it cost me like $15, but it was delicious. And so I came back and I was able to get a nap, to squeeze in a nap, probably like 30 minutes. And so that's why night 3 was super easy, especially since I learned on night 1 that these guys don't like it when you nap. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. I'm inside my break. Like, who cares what I do during my break, right? I smoke, I nap, I eat. But no, if we catch you sleeping in your machine or your car, just go home. All right, so night 2, that's why night 2 was difficult, because I couldn't sleep, right? But night 3 was okay. I didn't care because I had a nice nap. And so basically last shift, we just focused on one small area of the site. There was a couple of excavators, 3 skid steers, 1 big wheel loader, 1 rock truck, because I had to bring some material to pack like a nice platform around the structure. And I did my generator duty, like fueling. And this time it was easier because they turned off all frost fighters, those kind of like furnace-like generators. They were not using them. So there was only, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did probably 10 generators, but 2 of them were the ones that power the fuel island. So I just had to use the big hose from the fuel tank itself to make sure that the generator that powered the pump, and they were a bit low, so I filled them up. I didn't have to use my fuel cube. But the other ones, there's one powering the lunchroom, one powering, we have some fancy toilets, like those porta potties, but they're heated. And so this generator provides heat. And I wasn't sure if anybody was coming to work on the weekend, so I filled it up anyway. And after that, I asked one of the leads, I said, you want me to grab a bucket and help you? And actually they said I did that, and I managed to bring one load of clay, and then they said, Sergey, we need your forks. And so I was moving some frost fighters with my forks. I moved one generator that was disconnected, and then they loaded some other parts, scaffolding on me. So basically I had to clear the area for work, because then, you know, all these, like the rock truck came over, you know, huge wheel loader, the one I started my work day one, and then lost that one. And then, yeah, when I got the bucket, as soon as I did one, I got the second bucket full of I think it was like small rock, you know. And the foreman says, oh, Sergey, can you bring us a light tower? Find a light tower somewhere, you know, like a generator. We needed more light on this corner. And I said, what do you want me to do with this bucket full of material? He says, put it back in the pile. So I only managed to do one bucket of material, and the second one he says, put back in the file. So I went back, dropped the bucket, got my forks, and I remembered next to that heated toilet that, you know, in the middle of the site that I was, the generator that I was fueling up there, I saw a nice brand new light tower just sitting on the side there, and I checked fuel, it was like 90%, and it had super nice lights, but it was off. And so I told this guy, I said, yeah, I think I saw one over there. And he says, okay. So I picked that one up with my forks. Surprisingly, it didn't damage the fender this time, because this thing, you know, it slides, right? And there's a fender on the wheel there, and it puts a lot of pressure on that fender, but this one was pretty strong. I think it was kind of like a rubbery material, and instead of on the other ones, it was more like brittle plastic, you know, that just cracks. This one was, it kind of like bent a little bit, you know, it was flexible. And so I brought this light tower on the way, stopped at the fuel island, filled it up to the max with fuel. It was a diesel engine, and managed to start it myself. Started the generator, started the lights, and then I see it was pointing away from the building, from the structure we were working on. So I asked one of the guys, I said, you want me to turn the generator? And he says, no, the mast, he says, there's a bolt you have to unscrew, like a fixing, stopping bolt. And then he says, you can turn the entire mast. And so I found that bolt, and I was able to turn the mast to direct the lights towards the structure. And man, it was so bright, it's like middle of the day, just one light tower. And that's it. And then I was just kind of like providing support for these guys that were working. And time flew pretty fast. So I had my lunch with crab salad at 12 o'clock, and then 3 I took a break, but didn't sleep. And I think we finished everything. It's like 6:25, 6:30, they were done. And they started heading to the parking lot. And we went inside the office trailer, because one of the supervisors on the night before was asking us what kind of coffee we like. And we think, okay, the guy's bringing us coffee, and so sure, like 20 to 7, the gentleman shows up with coffee, with donuts, with some muffins, kind of like to thank us for the 3 night shifts, you know. And then, of course, you know, after 12-hour night shift, I have to drive back to Calgary. Well, I managed to do that without killing anyone. And surprisingly, there was hardly any mail in my mailbox. I thought it would be bursting, you know, with all those junk flyers. There was just one notice about a package I missed. So instead of falling asleep, I drove over to the Canada Post Office, and I picked up this. My next video will be about this. I was asked to do a review of this nice little dash cam. They'll be in the next video. So if they like my review, I get to keep the gadget, and I like these. They're very useful for many reasons. You can even get a discount from your insurance company. Depends on the insurance, but I remember I think I got a slight discount when I had one of these with my car insurance at one point, and then when I had my semi truck, the insurance company insisted that I install this in the truck. So anyway, and then as I started saying, basically you lose one day, because yesterday, Saturday, I was kind of like, half asleep all day long, and so I watched some movies. I had a couple of drinks, and I'm trying to fall asleep, and I wake up and it's dark, and my TV is on standby, like it shows a clock. So basically I fell asleep with the TV on, and it's dark, and I have no idea what days it is. Is it night? What is it? But I look at the window, I see the window is dark, and I take my phone, it says 5:42, but I cannot understand, is it AM or PM? So I open Google and they say current time in Calgary, because at least I remember I'm in Calgary, right? And Google says 5:42 PM. PM. So it was 5:42 PM on Saturday. And so I went and grabbed some food, came back, and next thing I remember is I wake up and the clock says 5:44, and it's dark again, and the TV is on standby. But now I realize it's already Sunday. So it's Sunday. For some reason I woke up at the same time, 12 hours apart. So it's Sunday. So basically Saturday was just like a wasted, because you cannot do much, because you feel so tired. I wanted to go maybe to my shooting club, do some shooting, but forget it. So yeah, that's one thing I don't like about these night shifts, is that it's hard to get accustomed, like to change your routine so drastically, right? And then of course Friday, no, not Friday, what was it? Wednesday, like the first night shift, of course you gain half of the day, right? Because other people are working, but you only go to work at 6 to be there, like your shift starts at 7, so you have whole day. But then you lose it after the last shift, because now when people are awake, like say 9-10 o'clock in the morning, you have to sleep, right? Because you just came from the night shift. So it's not too bad, but definitely it's not worth it if they only pay $1.50 extra per hour. I don't know, they should pay maybe like $50 a night extra, not $15, because it's very different from regular work. But other than that, everything is cool. So now I just need to take care of some chores, maybe do my laundry, and by the way, you see, like usually I come home on Friday, right? Then Saturday, I have full Saturday and Sunday. So now basically Saturday is gone, today's already Sunday, and tomorrow I have to go back to work. So yeah, so I gotta, because of these night shifts, my weekend off got to be pretty short. So those are the news. Everything is good, at least the paycheck, we are paid every week. The paycheck was pretty good with all these extra hours, and I had 2 last weekends on, right? So I got a lot of hours, and after 40 or 44 we get overtime pay, which is 1.5, so it's a premium. So it's a good deal financially. So anyway, happy weekend, everybody. So Christmas is coming. Now when I'm driving, I'm listening to Christmas music on XM Sirius channel. Forgot the channel, but they have a special channel with nice, Christmas songs, and it puts you in the mood. So, and of course I'm gonna play my accordion, which has been sitting here for the 3 weeks now since I was away. But I've been playing my acoustic one, which sounds pretty good. So happy Sunday, everybody. Ciao.